The war in Europe had finished. So for many that were celebrating victory in Europe still had husbands and boyfriends overseas, and so for them the war really hadn't ended for several more months. But it's very important that we commemorate and we do remember those that lost their lives. There are not that many veterans and civilians surviving from that period. So this really would be particularly important to commemorate it. However you wish to do it. I mean, obviously, if you are into nostalgia, you can recreate and enjoy, but don't forget it's the community spirit. That is what we've got to sort of remember. It was the community spirit back then, it's the community spirit now, getting together with your friends and neighbours, and but also don't forget to remember. And I would also recommend that you have a look at the British Legion website, and that'll give you a good indication of what's going on in your local area. It's very comprehensive. You can also buy bunting from them. You can also make your own bunting, but if you can buy bunting and make a donation to a very important charity, the British Legion, and they also do street party packs and various bits and pieces. The hashtag, if you are on social media, the hashtag for VE Day is hashtag VE Day 70. Have a look on there. There's lots of community postings and lots of events that are happening across the regions. And you also, if you have a look on the government, the VE Day 70 website, that will also give you an idea of what's going on nationally as well. There's lots of services and commemorative services. So it would be quite nice if you had even just an afternoon tea. But if you are lucky enough to have in your family somebody who does remember the war, talk to them. Take some time out to go and visit them. If they can't come to you, get them to talk about their memories. I think that would be probably the most important thing that you could do, as opposed to necessarily stuffing your face with food. I think that's probably the lasting legacy, because there aren't going to be many that will be around for the 75th or the 80th. I mean, it's going to be then a memory-based event in my view.
Have you got any history of any of your family being involved in that?
Yes. My connection, in fact, in 1945, my late grandfather was serving in, he's a Royal Engineer, and he was part of the liberation of Holland, in specifically Hengelo. And so in 1945, he wasn't at home so like many servicemen weren't with their families on VE Day. He was actually in Holland.